Hello everyone, welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie.
Hey, I'm Candace. Welcome back. It's Sunday and you know what that means. We went to estate sales. We had 4 estate sales and we did pretty good.
Well,
I think. And we took some chances.
We may or may not have done well, but we certainly spent a lot of money and bought a lot of stuff.
I think.
How much we spend? Do you add it up yet?
It's
over 600, wasn't it?
I have it in my notes on my phone. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, get that total. Okay, we added it up just now. We went to 4 sales and we spent over $100 at 3 of them. We spent a total of $586. And
more than about half of that was at one sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost half.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to show y'all well, I don't know, we have some good stuff here, but stick around because we got some really good stuff, I think.
I hope.
Maybe we got some stuff that we actually bought one item today that could potentially, that is this big and could potentially pay for every other item we bought today.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying it will, but it could.
Yep.
It could.
Yep.
We'll find out.
All right, first sale we went to was in this little tiny 1-bedroom house. We've actually been to a garage sale there 1 or 2 times before, and now they were just having an estate sale. And this stuff that they had out today was not in any of the garage sales. It must have been up in an attic or something. Just some old vintage games and stuff like that. Lonnie found this.
I don't even know how much I paid for this.
I think they charged, all the other games were $5, so I think that's what they charged us.
Okay, well, it may or may not be worth that.
We've got Gemstone Warriors in here, plus this
That's actually a programming language on that cartridge.
Okay.
Simon's Basic. So we actually got 2 for 1. If this game is complete.
Yep.
If that box, because it's got the
box is really bad.
If that box is better, because you can see it's all flattened out. Look, it's even got notes.
Yeah.
About the controls.
Mm-hmm.
Look how old. That's like from the 80s there. That piece of loose leaf there. But if that game was complete, which it is, and it would have been the box would have been in good condition, probably would have been like a $40 to $50 thing. As it sits, it's probably going to be like maybe 20, but not including this or that cable. I don't know.
These all don't go with that, so that's separate things.
Let me look up Simon's Basic real quick. I'm not familiar with it.
Okay.
And I'll see if it's worth anything. All right, so Simon's Basic, 28, 25, 24. So actually not too shabby for something I wasn't buying it for. Those old SSI games, though, sometimes they can be really good. This particular one is not huge. But Candace found these.
They had a stack of these bookcase games, and I sat there, because they were $5 today. So I sat there and looked every one of them up. And these are the bookcase games.
Usually, bookcase games aren't worth buying. They're
maybe $10 usually.
Right.
But these 2 were worth buying. And both of them, for all 3 of these, that's something different. They're unpunched. They've never been played.
They're all like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they all look like they're probably complete.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is so cool.
Robert Hyland Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers. This is based on the book, not the movie, because this is old.
Yep.
And hell of a book too. And look at that, Battlefleet Mars.
Yeah. Now this is a different game series, SPI. And it too looks like, it's inside, it's immaculate.
It's got the maps. And
yeah, look how clean it is. Looks like it's never been even folded up. Unpunched, yeah.
Okay, nice. So we paid $5 a piece for those.
Yep.
It was half off today.
Now their cookbooks, I struggled because...
You know what? We're lying. Those are 40% off.
Was it 40 earlier? Okay.
Yep. We paid 40 off.
So I paid 6 for each.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Cookbooks.
They were expensive at that sale.
Yeah, man, they had them priced at $6, and then so it was 40% off of that.
So it was like $3.60 per book.
Yeah.
And you bought some then.
I struggled, but I went ahead and I just took a shot. I got all the ones that are Junior League because those usually do sell. Sometimes really good money, sometimes not. But these are all Junior League from different cities and states and stuff. North Carolina, Oregon, Kentucky.
To market.
Yeah, I like that picture.
Yeah.
So that's what all these are. And I overlooked this, and Lonnie went back behind me and found it. And Belle's Best is good. Now
That's like a $50 cookbook.
yeah, ours is a little rough, so I don't know. I'll have to take a look at what.
It's not bad.
It's just a little dirty from sitting on a shelf. Like, that's not just dust. That's
Right.
like something on it. But the inside is clean.
Yeah.
They're just dirty from sitting on a shelf.
I think we can probably get pretty close to
Yeah.
the top money for it.
So that'll pay for all the rest, plus a little bit more.
I saw a $55 comp for that book.
Yeah.
Somebody sold.
And there's a Belle's Best too, and it's just as good. And if you can have them both together in one lot, then that's really good. These are some new not old stock. They're just new old shoes.
Why are you
I
saying?
think of new old stock like you walk into like a store that's been boarded up, and you have stock sitting on shelves.
Well, I mean, that's possible too, but it doesn't take away from the fact that these are new old stock.
They are.
Because they come with, like, they still have the tags, and they clearly have never been laced or worn.
Right.
So, yeah, new old stock would apply there, I think.
So these are steel toe Red Wings. They had them marked for $80, so they were 40% off of that when we bought them. And I did find the model number, and there's a recent sold for $189, I think it was. So
what would we pay? We paid 60% of 80, which would be $48.
yeah. So
We paid 48.
I had to look up comps on that based on how high the price was.
I didn't find those the comps you're talking about. I didn't know how to look for the model or whatever.
It had an invoice, like their receipt, and it had that model number on there. That's where I found it to look it up.
I gave up on it though, because the Red Wings I saw, I was like, okay, well maybe these are $100 or something like that, and I was like, you know what? That's just too much money to spend.
Yeah.
Because it was going to be $48, but then Candace went and found a solid comp. And I'll go back in the room, because normally we aren't like both in the same spot. We try and spread out typically. Sometimes we don't. But I walked back through the room where the hold table was, and I saw those sitting on top of those games. I'm like, oh, guess she's buying them.
Yep.
Well, let's show them some more stuff from that sale, right?
Yes, from that sale.
All right, so this was y'all know how I like to do the big
He
bulk.
loves magazines.
I don't love them, but like the thing is, they're around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And they're often overlooked.
they are.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's for good reason. I don't even know how many I have here. These were marked at $10 for all. So we paid $6 for all.
Yeah.
Which basically means we got them for, I consider that basically free.
So what they are is organic gardening magazines.
Organic gardening and farming.
Yeah.
Some of them say and
Some
farming.
of them, like this one does.
That's the older ones. They go back all the way to look, check this out. Look.
I know, I saw that.
That's how they mailed them.
Yeah.
Look at
And
that.
Look at stamp postage due.
Look.
Postage due on here.
Look, they just put the postage right on the...
You subscribe to a magazine and you get it in postage due.
Oh my gosh, how do they keep it from just getting shredded? Man, they must have been way easier on the packages back then, huh?
Well, first of all, I don't think there was a lot of packages being mailed back then.
Look, yeah, true.
It was mostly letters.
Most of these aren't like that, though.
No, that's the only one. I mean,
Isn't that weird?
yeah.
16 cents?
That's crazy, huh?
My gosh.
Yep.
That does say postage. Oh, you know what? Something happened here, because it says postage due 16 cents, and then we see 16 cents in postage on the... So this is a special case, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
They must have usually mailed them in... Anyways, I'm going down that rabbit hole. I'm trying to create a story from 1974.
Yeah.
I'm trying to create this story from
December 6th, 1974.
almost 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to recreate the circumstances.
So, Lonnie, why did you buy all these old gardening magazines?
Glad you asked, Candace. So I looked them up real quick. I didn't do a whole lot of research, but I saw that this was like last month. Organic gardening and farming, a lot of 12, $20, $20. Here's a lot of 9 for $22. from 1971. The oldest ones I saw went all the way back to 1969.
There's a 68.
Yeah. And look, you see like 7 of them for $20.
Yeah.
How many we got? I don't know. I'm a very poor judge of like how many items are there.
At least a few hundred.
No, I don't think it's a few hundred.
Like 300 or 400. Huh?
No.
No?
I think it's about 100.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's more than that.
I don't think so.
How many? Let's see.
Oh boy. Now we're gonna play count the mag. Look, can we count them another day?
No, I'm just showing you. This is 10 right here.
Right.
10,
How many times can you do
20,
that?
30, 40, 50. Okay, you might be right.
I think I am right.
It's about 150.
Yeah, I think it's about 140.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. I'm bad at that though, because like usually I see, man, a huge pile. That's like
1,000 magazines.
That's like 1,000,000 of them, and it ends up being like 83. I'm like, oh. I'm like, duh. But yeah, so if it is 100, let's say it is 100. You know, hey, if they can get 20 for 9 of them, okay, let's say they're getting $2 a whack.
Mm-hmm.
If we can figure out how to get $2 a whack for ours in some types of lots, then we're good. You know what's really cool about these two? They have, okay, that's 1980. Look, the ads are awesome. And yeah, this does mean, of course, that they can't go media, but that's fine.
Yeah, even those ads are so defunct.
These ads are so cool. They have like tractor ad, roto hoe. They have like John Deere ads and stuff. Get cracking time. Oh, that's for like. Oh well, I feel like I'm spending way more time than I should on this stuff.
Yeah.
Lifetime professional soil test kit. I wonder if anybody's still using it. But yeah. Anyways, I thought that was an awesome buy.
It is.
Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
What did we pay for this? I think they said they were regular $2.
Yeah. So
this is a scrambled eggs hat, but it is old.
I didn't even look at the tag really.
It's vintage. It's made in USA by American workers. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I've seen that tag plenty of times before.
USS Lexington.
Now the Lexington, there's actually an aircraft carrier Lexington, I thought. There was. So, but AVT, I'm not even sure what it is. You know what? After this video goes up, I'll go check the comments. I could Google it, or I could just wait till this video comes out and somebody will tell me.
Yep.
An AVT, because I know an aircraft carrier would be like a CV something. An AVT.
Armored Vehicle Transport.
There you go.
I know what that means.
I'm
guessing.
USS Lexington, Armored Vehicle Transport 16. Candace said it.
It can carry 16 armored vehicles.
Candace said it. It can carry 16 armored vehicles, so it must be true. She's never wrong.
Never.
Okay.
Just ask Lonnie.
Oh, God.
Okay, we went to that sale, then we went to other sales, and then we went back at 3 o'clock because they were marking stuff down to 60%.
And we were gonna, there was another lot of stuff that was priced too high. I didn't want to pay the price they had on it then. And I said, look, will you work, if you still have this, because she kept saying come back at 3. I said, if you still have these at 3 o'clock, will you take X amount? And she said, yes, I will. And I said, well, let me get your phone number. I'll call you just in case. And I'm like, you know what? Never mind.
We'll just drive.
We'll just come out.
It's not that far.
It'll still be here, I'm sure. It wasn't there.
She said, like, right after we left, somebody came in and offered a really nice price, so...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but we did find a couple of more things while we were there.
More magazines.
We didn't see these, or I didn't the first time. Ad Astra, it's like... Space magazine. Magazine of the National Space Society.
Yeah, we have 32 of them.
They're from, like, the 80s, I think. Huh?
Yeah. We have a lot. We're going to just sell those in one lot. Also, we have 32 of them, and we paid $13 for them. There's 32 of them. We got 60% off at that point.
Yep.
The discount rate had increased by the time we went back.
And then she just gave me this for free. It's not a Bible. It looks like a Bible. It's recipes.
Handwritten, clipped out.
Right.
Just like
somebody's personal recipe book. And actually,
look at it. It's like a scrapbook.
Yeah. I didn't know that this was I mean, I knew it was a thing. I didn't know it was a thing people bought, these handwritten recipes. And there was a discussion in the Reseller Water Cooler just a few days ago about
Facebook group.
Yes. So that's how I knew to kind of get this. And she actually gave it to me for free because it wasn't priced. And they were like, how much? She said, just take it.
And you found one.
Check out this comp. Go pull it up.
Okay.
So it's crazy. We were in the. I was in the car. We were coming back. I'm like, let me just kind of see if this is really a thing. And
Look.
so I search comps, and that looks just like my book.
It does. I think it is the same. Bring your book over here. Wait, actually, this says something on the front.
Mine doesn't say anything.
It
But
looks,
look at that.
But it has like if you look at the correct angle, it has like an indentation.
It may have
just
said
like this
something.
one does.
See how that's worn off? Maybe it had it.
I think it got worn off. I think it's the same
But
thing.
look at that. It's like my book.
That's what it was intended for. And it has the same kind of stuff
Look
in
at that.
it.
Same paper. Look at that. Or close to the same
Is
paper.
there any chance that this is the same book?
Look, she even numbered, or look, she's got numbers on
Is there any chance we have the same book?
No. No. This was sold, when did this sell?
Within the last 90 days.
November 2nd.
Oh.
Like 3 days ago.
Okay, probably not then.
But anyway, yeah, $40.
Yeah. If we can get 40, I'd be happy with that.
Look, I see little recipe boxes all the time, and I don't give them a second glance. But if they're full of handwritten recipes, I think it's worth picking up.
I wish you wouldn't have said that because now the locals are going to get them.
You know, it is what it is.
We can't worry about that.
Yeah.
All right, let's show some more stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so this sale that we went to, we went out on a little bit of a limb on a few things.
Yeah, there were some high-end things, and we took a chance on some of them, so we'll see if it pans out.
Yeah.
We like going to this lady's estate sales because soon as she likes to show us the things that we may overlook. So, don't know what this is. I just liked it.
What do y'all know what kind of rock this is? This is a rock.
Paid $20 for it.
And then it looks like it turns into like clear on this side.
Like glass.
Right. And then over on this side, it's not.
You can see all the layers in it. The lady that the home belonged to was, I think she said, in her 60s, and it was from an aunt of hers had these when she was a kid, which, I mean, age doesn't matter with rocks.
Right, of course.
But we just I thought it was cool looking, so.
We'll see.
If it doesn't sell, I'll just keep it. I don't know what I'll do with it. But
If it doesn't sell, then we have a
I would
rock.
love to know what kind of stone it is.
Yeah, what kind of rock? Anybody know what kind of rock that is?
Or why does it like stone or gemstone here and then like glass here? I mean, I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's like clear, like glass, but it's red.
Yeah, it's opaque on one side and translucent on the other.
Yeah.
It's really kind of cool looking.
It is.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
So that's something like we had no idea what it was. We didn't look it up. We had to pay $20 and we bought it.
Yeah.
Because after a while we sat there looking at it for like 10 minutes. And I was like, let's just buy this thing.
Yeah.
Buy the rock.
All right, this is something we went out on a limb for. We'll see if it pans out. What did we pay, $32 for?
No.
What?
We paid $52
for all three of them.
For 3 pieces.
Okay. Yep. What they are is they're John Hardy candles, and it's like I don't even know what's in there. It's just this high-end candle brand. I mean, I didn't even know that was really a thing. You can see we just got.
They're
these.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, and there are some comps that are good, some that are bad. There's not a ton of actives.
Right.
We figured we'd go ahead and take a shot. See if
these are almost 20 years old.
Yeah.
2004.
And they almost look like wands. It reminds me of those Harry Potter wands you bought.
Yeah, it does, huh? They're made of beeswax, so.
And they all have they all have this little metal thing inset into the bottom of them.
Oh, okay.
John Hardy.
Like the logo or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, this thing right here, huh?
Yeah. So we'll see how we do with those. I thought that was interesting. We probably paid a little more than we should have.
Yeah, I think a few things from this sale.
Probably so.
I think we were just not junk drunk.
We got kind of carried away.
Because it wasn't junk, but it was kind of like that, you know?
Yeah.
This is an iPod mini. It was $10. I don't know how to open it.
Okay, so if it was just the iPod mini, I wouldn't have bought it for $10. The mini, it's in okay condition. It's not real, like, super beat up. It does definitely need a good cleanup, and I have no idea if it works.
Yep.
It does come with the belt clip, and it has all of the paperwork and stuff, and y'all can see the box is in really nice condition. And that's why I bought it, is because I was like, I looked at as is of these, and I was like, okay, that's no good. But then I saw that there were some listings that were really high for ones that had the box, and this box is in nice condition. I'll have to heat this up a little bit to get it off of there real clean, and I guess I'll have to get that M off of there if I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we can do pretty good on that. I didn't really look it up though. Not like to a level that I probably should have. But at $10, I felt really confident that a collector would buy it.
Yep. All right, this thing here.
Now this is the mystery. Not the mystery, but...
We paid $30 for this cube of glass.
Yep.
It's a Rolex paperweight.
Yeah, let me not drop it. You can see it's inscribed Rolex on that side with the crown. And then each side has a different letter of Rolex.
Yeah.
You can spell it out. And we've seen comps for this. What's the range?
Anywhere from like $200 to $1,000.
Yes.
Yeah. For Rolex paperweights. But
and there's an active right now for how much? It's like a $650, I think, or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Something ridiculous. So we saw that. I don't know if it's legit or not, as far as like, are people really getting paid that much money? But for $30, and based on the comps, we had to go ahead and take a shot at it.
Yep.
So I think we're gonna list this thing for, like, I was talking to Candace. She's gonna do more research probably, but I'm thinking about putting it up there for $500-$600 our best offer,
and see what happens.
And see what happens. I mean, it's Rolex. We're never gonna find a Rolex watch that, you know, for cheap, but maybe we can make a bunch of money like that. We'll see.
Okay, so these plates are, the brand is Heron. They're made in Hungary. It's high-end dishes. I paid $25 each for them, and it looks like they're gonna go for about $60 each. So that was not a great buy on my part. Just doing comps on the fly, I thought it was gonna be higher than that. I thought it was gonna be more like $100 to $125 a plate, but it's not looking like that. So
yeah, you're using. I think you have a weakness here because you use Worth Point at estate sales, and
that's not
markets markets have changed.
Yeah.
Way faster than Worth Point can tell you.
And there's not a ton of this out there, so just looking at eBay solds was not enough. I had to go to Worth Point, and it failed me this time. So
yeah, we'll see. I mean, hey, if you get 60 a plate, it's still okay. We have there are 3 plates, by the way. We have 75 into them. If you can get 60 a plate, that would be fine. That'd be $180 out of 75.
Right.
If you can get that, then I would say it was worth it.
I'll put them up there for that and see what happens. You know?
They had some knucklehead auction off a bunch of singles
recently in the last 90 days. Yeah.
Recently for they started them at $35 per plate, and they all got one bid and sold for one bid.
Yeah, so I think that's.
But that's a false comp, in my opinion.
And stuff like that will drive down the market too.
Temporarily, you can bring it back because there's not that many actives.
Right. If somebody needs a replacement, they'll pay it. You know.
Right. Okay. This next thing, man, we took a lot of gambles at this sale.
We did.
For a lot of money.
A lot of money.
When I say a lot of money, it's not that much money, but
drinking or something.
It's a pretty good bit.
All right, this is a Fabergé crystal vase. Because if it's Fabergé, you have to say vase.
Well, if it sells for the price we want it to sell for, it's a vase and not a vase.
Yeah. So this is the Metropolitan pattern. It's crystal. So apparently it came in 2 sizes, 11-inch and 13.
And it's super heavy, man. When you pick it up.
You know, she said this was 13-inch, and it looks like 13, huh? Because I never measured it.
Let me get a tape measure. Yep. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So we thought long and hard about this. We paid $120 for that vase.
Well, it was today's
120.
price,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we paid 120.
She had a price like over 300, and if you see on this is Worth Point, one sold for 585. That's 2016. That's 8 years ago. 2019 550. 2017 540. And then prices have kind of been all over the place. It is good. And you can see there is a smaller one too that's sold for a lot less, or a pretty good bit less.
Yeah.
Currently, as far as current, look here's Fabergé Metropolitan Vase.
There's 2 actives.
There's actives. This is an 11-inch, and this is the 13-inch, which is what we have. And they're asking $450 plus shipping for theirs.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Based on all that, actually, the more I look at it, I think we made the right move.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, like,
we're gonna make money on it, just trying to figure out what price, because I think that $450 may be a little too high for now.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of comps for over 500 that are older comps.
Yeah. There's no recent solds either. There's 2 actives in the last 90 days, no sold. So there's not a lot of them out there apparently.
So we did stretch a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if somebody came up to me at that sale, like a friend of mine or something, and said, "Hey, Lonnie, let's say they only had $500 in their budget that they could devote to reselling. Hey, Lonnie, should I buy this?" I'd probably say, "It's a little risky. Sure you want to do that?" I would, I think I would definitely tell them not to buy this.
Yeah, those are risky. The
these are risky.
The rock is risky.
Risky rock. This whole table, like, we might make a killing on this stuff, and we might not.
Yeah.
But the good thing is, I think we definitely have at least a couple hundred here.
Yeah.
I think that's a for sure thing.
Yeah.
So let's show them some more stuff, man. This looked way better when we were buying it. Look, we walked out of that estate sale, y'all, with a little skip in our step,
I think it's because of this little glass cube here.
But then when we get home, this happens sometimes. We get home, we're like, why did we buy this?
What did we do that for?
What did we do? What were we? These comps don't look the same as when we were there.
Yeah. Okay, this next thing, we paid $150 for all of this, and what it is, it's the Vatican Nativity Collection by Franklin Mint. Now, if you see, if you're doing comps for these, if you happen to be looking to buy them, there's an UNESCO that also did a Vatican Collection Nativity.
But they're cheaper.
They're cheaper. So these are the ones by Franklin Mint, and I'll show you.
Do they say Franklin Mint on the bottom?
I don't know. I didn't pull one out, but you can see it's here on the.
I can. Yeah.
I don't want to take it out right now.
Mess with them.
But they're the Franklin Mint ones, and from what we can tell, they range in resale price on eBay anywhere from $40 to maybe $70, $80. So we paid $150, and we have 11 of them.
As far as I could tell, our condition is pretty good.
Yeah, we were boxing them up. I didn't see any issues.
And we do have all the boxes.
Yep, they're all boxed.
You can see they're all boxed inside of here.
Yeah.
And there's 11 pieces. And kind of the math we're working with here, and look, I'll go through some of these real quick. It depends on which one, of course.
Yeah.
And like, look, you get $40 for a shepherd for some reason, look, they got $70 for Balthazar. We do have him.
Yeah. We've got that angel, and we've got 2 angels.
So, I mean, if we can average, we have 11 pieces. If we can average 40, we'd be looking at what, 440?
Yeah.
Is that, if we average 30, I don't think we're going to average 30.
I think minimum average 40, so that put us 440 minus the 150 is.
So we'd end up 290 gross profit.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, that'll probably be your first.
I'm gonna go and get these listed. I like listing Nativity around this time of year. I mean, I'm gonna list them whenever I get them, but it's really great because I told Lonnie I feel like people pull out their nativities and maybe break a piece or realize they want to add to it. So it's a great time of year to sell nativity pieces.
Yeah, we have that manger there. They had them all set up.
Yeah, they had it set up. This manger is just, I don't think it's Franklin Mint or anything because it just says made in Taiwan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll make sure, I'll search, but if we'll probably just sell it local or donate it if it's,
right.
Because if it's just a generic one, no one's going to want to pay the shipping to get that.
Yeah.
Know, so
this is a nice little set though.
Yeah.
It's real nice. And I think we have most of the pieces. I don't know.
Yeah. So we have one more thing.
Oh yeah.
We bought. I didn't show you. I'm going to just pull these out real quick. These are some moccasin style boots. The brand is Quaddy, Quoddy. And whenever I just searched vintage Quaddy, I saw some really good.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Those are interesting, huh?
I like them. Look, they zip right here on each side to put them on.
Need to clean the sole now.
Yeah, but look, they zip.
Yeah, those are neat.
Yeah. Paid $9 for them.
Who knows what we're going to get?
Yeah.
What does that say? Leather upper balance made, man-made material. There's a $3 price inside on this one, I think. That says $3.
Yeah. And I don't know how old they are. I just know that tag looks really old, so yeah.
But yeah, we did a whole lot of buying. Hopefully this works out. It felt like we did really good today until I kind of looked at some of the stuff. Like I still feel good, like perfectly fine, like about the nativity.
Yeah.
And about
the vase.
Huh?
I feel good about that vase.
Do you?
I do.
If that vase comes in, and
the paperweight
comes in,
we're golden.
Then we're fine.
Yeah, because we know.
Well, we're fine no matter what, honestly. But those are some of the heavy hitters there.
Yeah.
So and the plates. I had nothing to do with those plates at all.
I know.
No. Nothing.
Lonnie didn't even know we were buying them until we went to check out.
No. All right, the rest of this is all Candace.
Yep, so we thought we'd finish out this video by showing you all the next place I went on my trip. We got on the cruise, like I said, 2 days at sea, and then our first stop was Mykonos, Greece. I think that's how you say it, Mykonos. Which I didn't know, it's like the party island of Greece. It's kind of like Mardi Gras in New Orleans all the time, from what our tour guide told us. She's like, anything goes. A lot of drugs, a lot of partying. So, this first image you're looking at here is the first place I went to. It's a lighthouse. It's on the end of one island. It's high up, so when you go out there, you can see all the islands that are surrounding. And I took some pictures, but it didn't come out good. And this is interesting why. I thought it was like foggy, but she told us that everything looked hazy because it's dust from Africa that comes there.
Really?
Yeah. And
like dust storms?
Yeah, but it's not a storm. It's just like in the air, in the atmosphere. So when you're looking, it's not like from me to you or whatever, but when you're looking off in the distance, like at other islands, it just looks hazy.
And that's why.
Yeah.
Hey, so you went in the top of that thing?
No. You can't go in it.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So this is a lighthouse. It was built in 1891. And I thought that was just a cool picture how it came out.
Candace has been known to take a selfie or two.
Well, to me, if you don't take selfies, it's like,
were you there?
Were you there? Or did you pull these off the internet? Like like the inside picture of that church I did in the last.
Hey, y'all, check out this picture of this beautiful picture of this awesome lighthouse. And look, it's all blurry. I'm joking. I'm just joking. I get it.
So, yeah, the next,
wow, look at that.
This is like a view, and you can kind of see how in the distance it kind of looks hazy.
Yep. You
can kind of see what I'm talking about. That's a view from up on that high side near the lighthouse. So it's interesting about the churches over there. They built
2 churches side by side?
That one is. Most of them are not, but pretty much every family home, not every, but most of the family homes have a church. They build a little church with their home.
Really?
There's over 1,200 family churches on the island, and the population of the permanent residents on the island is only a little over 10,000. So
it's like a church on every street kind of thing, or something.
Or almost every home has a church.
So when you say family, you mean like extended family, maybe?
No, I mean just household, I guess is what I should say.
Okay.
Yeah. They're usually built like maybe shrines for their deceased or whatever, and there's only like I think she said 12 priests on the whole island, so you have to kind of
You schedule them? Or
you
something?
do you have to schedule them to
Wow.
come out if you want a special ceremony or something.
Oh, so what about normal like going to church on Sunday kind of thing?
You can hold your own masses or whatever, but there is some public churches they can go to also.
Okay. Huh, that's cool. That's interesting.
So I know you've probably heard of like the blue domes or seen the blue domes of Greece. Like the churches have the blue domes on them. Have you ever seen that in the pictures?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, there's a reason that they're blue. So the blue domes mean that the family made their living by the sea, and the red means like off the land or anything else.
Okay.
So if you see a blue dome,
So why do you have to, why did they have the need to be able to identify those people easily? Is there some other reason?
No, I think it's just tradition.
Okay.
And the reason all the houses and buildings are white is because back, I forgot which president it was that started it. I forget his name. But there was a cholera outbreak. And so he ordered for everything to be painted white because it had limestone in it. And that helped. It was like disinfectant. So it helped protect the people from cholera.
Well, it's probably also better for like during summertime, like reflecting heat.
It probably is. Like you can't really see in this picture over to the left. There's like this big hall attached. And when we walked in there, I swear it was like 20 degrees cooler. But also their walls are like really thick stone. So it's really good insulation. Let's see what's next. Here's
that's a blue dome.
Yeah, that's a blue dome.
So they made their living by sea.
Yep. And
wow.
look at the inside, how cool.
That is cool.
Yep. And then here's a red one, just for
Yeah,
reference.
that's old landlubber. Ugh.
Could be like a farmer or something like that,
Right.
you know.
Check that out.
This is a little monastery on the island that we went to. You can pay like, I think it was €2 to get in like the museum. You can't tour the whole monastery because it is a working monastery, or I guess that's how you would say it. But man, it had some beautiful stuff inside. This is the dome inside of it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And look at this fancy thing.
That's some bling there.
It's some kind of altar or something. And where it says no entry, that's like little doors that open up, you know, to go back. And I saw people walking back there. I don't
Backstage?
know. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. We went to a farm. They make wine and cheese there, and I met these guys.
You met some guys. What are you talking about?
Cal 1 and Cal 2.
What does that mean?
Oh,
guys. You mean cows?
Cows, yeah. These guys right here.
Well, are you sure those are guys?
Probably. Well, he's got horns. Do females have horns?
I don't know. Hang on. Let me get a closer look at this. That's a girl.
Why?
Look at
Why?
the udders. Come on, Candace.
Boys don't have that?
Not like that. I don't think. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Getting uncomfortable with this.
And I met this guy too. Like, I guess they make goat cheese.
It's all side-eyeing you, huh?
They also have had like a little vineyard to make wine, but the grapes had already been, it was done, you know. Let's see.
Is that your ship?
That's our ship. But if you look to the right, you can see this little part of town. That's called Little Venice. And it's called Little Venice. It's like a neighborhood. It's because it was built between the 13th and 18th century under Venetian rule. Like the Italians came over here and were ruling here.
Hey, let me ask you something. Whenever you were... No, you didn't get... Did you... Were you in Venice?
I didn't go to Venice. No.
Oh, I was going to ask you about Venetian blinds.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's kind of like when I asked a guide about Fontanini. She was like, what? Yep, so that's why that's called Little Venice.
Okay.
And you can see some more here. It's on the waterfront. There's like restaurants and shops.
See, doesn't a little colorful boat always make a picture better?
Oh, yeah. Like without that, it'd be like, blah.
Right.
Yeah. But, yeah, this is just like a little wharf that comes in. It's a really cool. They have like over to the right. That's actually a restaurant we ate at, sitting right out there. There's like shops and restaurants lining that. And then you go back in and it's like a maze of streets with shops.
How friendly were the people at this place?
The Greeks were were very friendly. Yeah. Yeah.
More friendly than like here, you would say, or same, or
I think so.
or not extraordinarily friendly.
You have to bear in mind, this is what's going on this year. Italy, and I know like all of Europe, but especially like the Italy area, that part of Europe was inundated with tourists this year. Like all of a sudden, everybody decided to go to Europe.
Oh, because of post-COVID?
Yeah.
So they're sick of people now?
Yeah, so they're worn out. They're tired of rude Americans. So, yeah, so they were still nice, but I can't imagine what it would have been like maybe 5 years ago, how they would have been. You know what I mean? Yeah, but in Little Venice, they have all this little maze of streets with shops, and it's all pretty much the same stuff. I think a lot of the stuff is made in China.
Yeah.
You know how that goes. All right, and then this is the famous windmills of Mykonos.
So let me ask you, how does that work? I thought windmills had to have like...
They're not operating anymore. They don't have sails on them.
Yeah, exactly.
You can see how it comes out to a point. They're not operating anymore. They're just still standing there. They were mostly built by the Venetians in the 16th century, you know, when the Venetians came and took over.
Okay.
And they were primarily used to mill wheat. Now they're just standing there looking pretty, you know. That's a cool shot of one too. Now, what's interesting, I'm gonna take y'all to Santorini in the next video, but they said what people are doing there with the old windmills are turning them to like Airbnbs.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
But who wouldn't want to stay in one of those?
Right.
That'd be neat.
These are just sitting there.
Okay.
And then here's another shot from higher up. You can see.
Hey, what's going on with that windmill? It has. Wait, they can unfurl it depending on how much wind. I bet, huh?
I don't know. This was in a different area of town, like kind of up on a hill. And I bet
they can unfurl it based on how much wind is out there.
I don't know.
Like because look, you can tell it's not. It's unfurled just a little bit, probably just enough.
Or maybe,
to make it span a little bit.
Maybe that's enough to do, and I don't even know. That's a different one. I don't know if that is a working windmill.
Was it turning?
I don't remember. In fact, when I took this shot, I didn't even realize it was there. I was trying to make sure I got our cruise ship in the shot.
Oh, okay.
And then when I went back later and looked, I'm like, whoa, there was a windmill there, you know? So yeah, that's
interesting though. So that's how they probably do it. They probably just have lines running all the way around, and then they have like something, and they could just like turn it, and it unfurls it more if they want to catch more wind to make it go faster.
Yeah.
Or if they're having like high wind, they could bring it back down.
Isn't that how a sailboat works?
Yeah. In this case, they're probably just doing it that much just to have a little display going, you know?
Yeah, I wish I would have known it was there. I would have done a little video or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I think this picture I took was actually like zoomed out and I cropped it in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all the pictures I have for y'all. And we had a good time. Like I said, we ate on the wharf waterfront. My mom and I shared some gyros. It was very good. The pita there was interesting. It wasn't like ours. It was kind of yellow.
Is there pitas? It has a pocket like?
No.
It doesn't?
No. It's just like a flatbread. And it was, like I said, it was yellow. And I almost feel like it was made from cornmeal instead of flour like we do. I'm not sure. It was really good as all I know.
So that pita was way better than the
yeah.
Okay.
I really did like it. And they didn't have lamb gyros. They just had pork and chicken.
Okay.
So,
how was their chicken?
Was it
like shawarma?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I didn't try it. We got the pork, and it was really good.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. I'm enjoying this too because like I've gotten, like Candace told me some stuff about her trip, but she was gone for so long and went so many places. I haven't heard most of this.
Right.
So this is great for me too, just to get some firsthand, on this trip.
There was so much information I learned, and then when I did talk to Lonnie almost every day, but it was brief,
Yeah. It's mostly about Molly needs to do this or that or whatever.
Yeah.
But and look, you're doing notes and everything.
I made my little notes.
Boy, you've got a thing going here.
I've had fun with it. I've been putting them on Facebook too, like an album for every day with information like this. So
okay.
It's been fun.
All right, well that's going to be it for this one. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and we will see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.